Hello people, my name's Brad, what's your name? How are you? That's great. Hey, that was weird as hell. Right, here we go, let's go. Right, Trailer Park, one of the new maps of the Resurgence map pack. And, Resurgence map pack, I just don't know. We have, 5 maps, as you probably already know. Vacant, Strike, Fuel, Trailer Park, and Carnival. Yeah, so I'll start on the first one that I said. Oh shit, I can't remember the first one I said. We'll start with Carnival, right? They actually did put a lot of effort into it, but I think they put too much effort into it. There's too many things, scattered everywhere. I think for game modes like TDM, it doesn't play out fast at all. It seems to be really, really slow, and people camp, and there's a fucking rocket ship. Oh my god. There's a rocket ship, for all of you people that don't have it on PS3. Pretty much you spawn, and you're looking straight at the rocket ship on one side, right? And you run up to it, and there's room for one person in it. You go up a ladder, and there's a little tiny window that you can snipe out of. But the thing is, it's like pitch black every time. Like, it pretty much looks over the whole map. And if you look up at the rocket ship, you can hardly ever see anything. It just looks like pitch black, and they just still can see you, no problem. So they're gonna kill you. So I don't know. It's kind of annoying that you have to keep your eye on that rocket ship and shoot at it every now and again. It's pretty easy to get wall bangs through, but you know what I mean. Like that gets really fucking annoying sometimes. At times, sorry. Yeah, but what's the other maps? Right, we'll continue about this one actually. Carnival. So yeah, it plays out okay for game types like Capture the Flag and Search and Destroy is alright, but there's a lot of camping. Sabotage, all those type game modes where it's like, constantly go for the objective, like a flag or the bomb or whatever, is pretty decent. Domination, when it gets put into the proper playlist tomorrow, which by the time you're watching this, they probably are in the proper playlist. Like, I can see the maps excelling, like, to what they are now, because it kind of gets annoying when you're playing say for instance team deathmatch on Fuel. Like, Fuel's fucking huge and you'll be there for hours. It's nearly more obnoxious than fucking Derail, where like, it hardly ever finishes the game within a 10-minute time limit. But yeah, so Carnival, decent enough. Sorry. Ooh. Ugh. Decent enough. I don't know what I could strike it down for. I just think there's too much camping spots. But, like, we'll all get used to it, and we're all going to find out, where people like to hide. So, there's a lot of ways to flank, and that's pretty good. I like that. You can kind of stick to the edge of the map without being seen. And obviously, like, sticking to the edge of the map is going to get you more kills, even on a big, wide open map. And the stealth clown does fuck all. I've tried to do it. I've stood there for hours saying I'm a stealth clown. I just keep getting killed. So, I don't know. Right, next is Fuel. Fuel is fucking huge. It's actually a decent map. I like it. But they put in, it's pretty much, it feels like they did half of the map, right? All interior, and then they just put a big wide open space because they didn't know what else to put there. And the wide open space is what is gonna fucking piss you off, because there's a lot of rocks, like big massive rocks, and you can pretty much like lie prone on them, and you can see the tip of their hat. And in this game, bullets come from the top of your head, so you might be only able to see the tip of their hat, but they can see your whole body. So pretty much the snipers just, if there's I think I was playing team deathmatch, yeah, and there was some other game type I can't remember, but we got them in a spawn trap. But unfortunately, the spawn trap we got them in was them spawning in the middle of fucking nowhere and hiding behind those rocks. And like, honestly, you can see fuck all when you when you're getting shot at from those rocks. So I think that's pretty unfair, and it kind of unbalances that map. But yeah, so right, on to this map. This map's pretty decent. This game I got 27 kill streak. I was lucky enough to get Domination, one of my favourite game types. So yeah, so for this map I'd use an SMG. I probably wouldn't use an assault rifle. I kind of like that about the new maps. There's no real need for assault rifles. Well, other than Fuel and maybe Carnival. But a map like this and Vacant. Oh, sorry, Strike might do. Yeah, I don't know. But there's no huge need for it. Which is pretty cool. Because all the other maps are dominated by assault rifles. Say your best bet for this map would be SMG. Even a shotgun would do you well. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, you have to kind of slow down your game style for this map. Is pretty much everywhere they can flank around is, and there's a lot of tight places and little tiny trailers and trailer whatever. Like it just gets really tactical at times, which I like. I like tactical play, and it seems decent enough. The only thing I hate about this map is the spawns. If you get them in a spawn trap, it's not like the spawns will switch at all. They are pretty much going to spawn like right in front of your fucking face, and it gets really annoying. And you're kind of fucked if a lot of people get killed at the same time, and then they all just wave spawn, and yeah, you're fucked. But that's the only one thing that I was giving out about for this map. But I'd give this probably. This is my favourite map, I'd say. Yep. That's the 3 new maps that I've talked about. I'm going to talk about 2 of the old maps that they brought back, and that would be Vacant and Strike. Right. For both maps, they haven't really done too much. They kind of just up the contrast and change the time of day, like the shadows and shit like that is different. There's no real dark corners, especially on Vacant like there used to be, which is pretty cool in a way. I don't know, they seem to... Vacant, they kind of just changed around the colour scheme, and they opened up one of the doors, where C is for Domination on, yeah, there's like a fucking door there that used to be covered off by like a fence, which is pretty cool actually, because they left the fence in for game types like Team Deathmatch and Domination and stuff, but for, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's Demolition and Ground War, they opened it up, so it kind of, switches it around a little bit, which is pretty cool, not too much though. So Vacant is more like a map for getting, like, just rushing around with a shotgun. You can pretty much use a shotgun the whole time. I was using this yesterday, and pretty much every single encounter that you're gonna get into indoors, you can use your fucking shotgun and you probably get a kill. So no need whatsoever for assault rifles in there, seriously. Pretty much dominated by shotguns, and I'd say akimbo weapons would actually come in use on a map like Vacant. So Strike is pretty cool. They just kind of gave it a complete face like lift. Instead of putting like things like what you call them, crates or stuff like that, they put a pile of cars, and they actually put a random ladder in one of the buildings leading to nowhere, which is kind of stupid. I was hoping they could get on top of the building or something, but it's okay. Like it doesn't feel like CoD 4. It feels like a complete different atmosphere than the CoD 4 atmosphere. It feels like a different location. But yeah, they opened up the back door of where C is and Domination. Like, that's not going to make a huge difference to the gameplay, but just something they added to it. I think they just did it for the sake of it. Like, it's with us, we don't really want the Infinity Ward changing around the old CoD 4 maps too much, but on the other hand, you want something different, and it feels like they just did things like that for the sake of it. There was no real need for it, but it's there, it's cool. I just wanted to talk about actually the map pack being released. I didn't get the map pack till like 7 o'clock. It was 7 o'clock in EU by the time the map packs appeared on the marketplace, which is kind of fucking annoying. And I know for over in America it didn't show up till like 2 o'clock or something. I was like, I'm on Twitter and I follow your man 402, the Stealth Clown, and yeah, he said pretty much that they're booting up the updates, blah blah blah. It has to go live when everyone has to update and shit like that. Why the fuck didn't they do that the night before and then click go live or whatever at 12 a.m. on the 3rd of June? It's just kind of stupid to me. It seems real unorganized. So please give your thoughts and shit like that in the description. In the description. What? In the comments below, and yeah, head over to my channel, subscribe if you haven't. Itchy knee. But yeah, I uploaded Skate 3 montage actually to this channel the other day, and some of you guys are like, oh my god, like it's not on hardcore mode. I play games other than Modern Warfare 2 and shit like that. Well, even Modern Warfare 2, like, for fun. There's no games I consider myself a tryhard in unless I'm playing for a gameplay on this game. So You know, sorry if I made some of you guys mad or whatever. It's just a fun montage that I wanted to make. Like, you know, I'm not the type of commentator that everything has to be fucking perfect. My commentaries are all over the place because I just fucking say what I say. If you don't like how I am, then, well, you know, what can I do? Like, you know. So my philosophy is the more videos, the better. And you people over here, Persona Gaming, some of yous, I'm telling yous, yous are getting worse. I've been here since the start, and I've seen yous all getting very mad over time, and you know, trolling and stuff. So be good, right? Be good. Alright, go on. End of the game, 42-4. Trailer park, new map. All is good. I'm the bread, you're the butter. That's right. Yeah. See you later. Bye.